Another webinar here at Carib HR Forum. Tonight we have 3 steps to take charge of your life and career with Charlie and Pedro. My name is Francis Wade, in case we haven't met, and I'm the founder of Carib HR Forum. You probably know us from the fact that we've been around since 2003, and also that we put on a conference that was pretty well attended. Let's put it that way. Back in September, which is like a month ago. So I'm in the chat, and I've just put the picture or the title of today's presentation. If you're hearing me, let me see that you're alive and well. Which country are you coming from? Just type that in the chat. I forgot to ask you to bring your flags, but I'll go first. Say hi and just put your, hi Dawn. Wait, is that Dawn? Hi Dawn. Hi. That's when you know somebody in the crowd. You say hi. Hi Natasha. Hi Lygia. Lygia, where are you from? And we usually ask people to put flags, but I don't have my flag readily available this time around. Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you. Better yet, he put a gift that's actually a pulsing flag. Great. So we're just gonna have some folks join us and keep joining us, and I'm gonna just put back up the title of today's presentation in the chat. Welcome, Latoya. Hi, Trisha. I heard good things, Trisha. Congratulations. And thank you. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop in the agenda for the evening. But just go ahead and let us know your name, of course. Well, we can see your name, but just what country you're from, and let me know that you are hearing me clearly. Now, the key to using Remo, in case you're here for the very first time, is that if you ever run into any kind of difficulties, use the refresh key on your browser. Now, if you're on a phone, close down everything else. Same thing if you're on your laptop. Close down everything, close down all the tabs and all the apps, and close everything down, because Remo is a very power-hungry kind of application. Hi, Trevor. Welcome to the webinar tonight. And let's pop up the agenda. Hi, Roger. Welcome. So as you can see, if you're new to Remo, I've just put the agenda in the chat. If you click on the graphic, Lydia is from Trinidad. We're in Trinidad, Lydia. If you click on the graphic I just put in with tonight's logistics, it should expand to fill your screen, and you can read it more readily. So whenever there's a graphic in the chat, just click on it and then you'll be able to see it. So here's what we're about tonight. So tonight is about self-leadership. And as you know, we're heading into the holidays, and here in 2020, election fever, COVID fever, all kind of fever happening. The whole world is in an uproar, in turmoil, and right now the whole world is on pause waiting to see what happens as a result of the elections that are going on in the US. So this Christmas season is going to be pretty different from every other one that you or I probably remember or probably have ever been through. And it's going to be, I just saw a notice saying here in Jamaica, we're going to be having lockdowns on New Year's, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And that means everything is going to close at 3 p.m. on those days. So add that to the social distancing and the fact that you aren't supposed to be congregated in large groups. And it's not going to be a Christmas like any other, as you can imagine. So having emotional strength and being able to lead yourself to take control of your life and your career is a good topic for the season that we're about to head into, because there will be some disappointments in some quarters with respect to what Christmas is supposed to be like, as opposed to what it's like. And I lived in Trinidad for a couple of years and never quite got into the whole parang thing. Because why? Parang for me as a Jamaican, Spanish music at Christmas is like, that's not Christmas music. But Trinidad would come alive as soon as they start thinking, hey, Sereno, Serrad. Start playing the Trinidad would come alive, and as a Jamaican, I'm like, what is Mexican music that? because we have no history and no tradition of that. So this is a tough time of year that we're possibly going into. So please jump into this with full gusto. I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to end my introduction in just a minute, and we're going to bring Charlene up, and she'll be taking you through a couple of interactive exercises. Well, she'll be doing an icebreaker as well. And then somewhere at the top of the hour, somewhere near or just after, we'll take a technical break, which means I'll have to reset the room. So all you'll have to do is we'll all log out, just keep refreshing your screen, and we should be back at a quarter past the hour. That'll be 7:15 Jamaica time and 8:15 Trinidad time. And then we'll continue. Charlene will continue probably with a Q&A. And at the end of the evening, we're going to do a prize draw. And then we're going to finish off the evening after the draw, the prize, and it's a random prize tonight. We're going to go into networking mode for as long as we can, which is up until about 8:30 Jamaica time or 9:30 Trinidad time. Okay, so you're free to stay for as much of networking mode as you want. You don't have to stay for the entire part of it. So let me give you some quick instructions about using Remo if you've never used it before. Here we go. So I just mentioned this already, which is the fact that the refresh key is your friend here at Remo, the refresh button. If you ever run into trouble, hit that refresh button and you will be immediately, hopefully, the snags will work themselves out. Also, when you go into the room, the networking room to join another table, all you need to do is double click on that table. But if they don't have space, you can't join them. Okay, that's a bit of a limitation. And if you want to chat with someone, or rather when you go into networking mode, make sure that your camera and your microphone are on. I've circled them at the bottom of the page. And if you are talking with someone and they're not able to talk with you because their stuff isn't working, which happens sometimes, their camera isn't working, their microphone is off, just use the chat. So here I've highlighted the chat. The chat button is at the very bottom in networking mode. And then there's 3 levels of chat. There's public chat, table chat, and interpersonal chat. So when you're at a table, you want to use table chat. So that's if you can't use the microphone, or if you have someone that is at your table and they're not able to use the microphone, you can always chat with them. Okay, and I invite you to update your profile. If you've not done that here on Remo, when we go into networking mode, once again, your profile is in the top right-hand corner. And just click on that icon and allow you to enter your picture and enter some details about how you can be contacted. So let me introduce Charlene. Charlene Pedro is a corporate trainer, human resource consultant, personal development strategist, speaker, and mentor. She offers over 25 years experience in human resource management and is the founder and chief engagement officer of Conventus Consulting. She helps CEOs and managers solve their people and performance problems by improving their leadership skills, their employee engagement, and performance management systems. She is founder of Conversations Over Coffee with Charlene, another one coming up in December. A successful breakfast training program with a difference that brings fresh ideas to inform, engage, and inspire CEOs, managers, and professionals to make a positive impact in their workplace. And you probably know Charlene from the conference. And Charlene, I'm going to hand over to you at this point. And you just tell me when you want to go back into networking mode, and I'll flip us back over. So you have to unmute yourself because you're currently muted. Yeah, you're currently muted. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm getting excited all by myself. Hi, guys. Hi, dolls. Glad that you joined us this evening. So who's excited? Let me see it in the chat. Who's excited? Say yes. Say me. Come on. Who's excited? Me? Who's with me this evening? Any familiar faces? Yes, Dawn, I see you. Mr. Grayson, I see you. How are you going? Lydia, nice. Trevor. Hi, Miss Girl. I'm so glad to see. Hey, Ariane, nice to see. So when you registered, great, nice. So nice, familiar faces and names. I am so glad you're here. And Francis and I actually, with all the planning, really excited to have this evening to get it going. So are we ready for interesting evening? Are we ready to learn? Yes. Hey, hey, yes. Are we ready? So we're going to start off the evening, of course, with getting to know each other. So I know those who came in early, that you all were around the table. Hi, Monal from Dominica. Okay, I have Dominican roots. My grandmother is from Dominica, so I do have family in Dominica. So Dominica is in the house. Fantastic. So we're going to start the formal part of this evening with a little bit of networking and with a little question for you all to answer. So we will go over to the networking session, not for too long. Let's say, Francis, 5 minutes should be good. I have 2 questions for you to meditate on. Well, actually, 2 diagrams, if you could call it that, to meditate on. And I also want you all to network. This is our first segment of networking. So network and get to know each other. So, of course, the first thing will be, of course, where you're from. And I want you to answer a question as you're networking. Share one thing you like about, your home country. It's time that we bring some positivity and some good vibes to all that is happening about us. So let's start a message of gratitude. So as you introduce yourself, and you may be around a table with somebody you know already, but as you do that, share one thing that you love about your home country. I mean, I can tell you what I love about living in Trinidad and Tobago, and particularly where I am in El Dorado. I have bamboo in the back of me. And what I love is getting up to the sound of the birds in the morning. I just love an early morning. So that is what I love about where I live. So I want you to share as you meet with everyone around your table, to take turns and share what you love about where you live and why. It's always good to get to the why. So that's part 1. The second part is we're going to drop a diagram for you, and you will have to answer the 2 questions on the diagram. And when you come back, you will give us your answers. Or as a matter of fact, Francis, they'll give them the answers in the chat in the groups. But we will give you instructions as you get there. Yeah, well, there you go. So that's the first part of it. Yeah. So, Francis, we move over to our tables now. So just the first one, Fran.
Too late.
Can we delete the second one? Can we delete the second one, Francis, please?
I'm trying.
Can we delete the second one?
It's not letting me delete it. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I can't delete it.
All right.
Folks had to pretend I didn't.
So, all right. So we can go across so that was our part 2. So we can go across our networking session now.
Right. So we're gonna
get rolling. So,
wait, I'm gonna flip us over into networking mode. So guys, you'll be at a table and make sure you turn on your camera and your microphone.
It's time to network, babies.